Good morning, everyone. I'm Jummy Olabanji.
And I'm Aaron Gilchrist. Next on News4 today, vaccine distribution decisions.
Amid the vaccine rollout, the concerns some have about D.C.'s most vulnerable communities. And Lauryn Ricketts has a check on the forecast this morning.
Well, we're looking at another chilly start. In fact, temperatures are going to dip a little bit as we continue through the morning. Looking at a breezy day as well. Lots of changes for the end of the work week from yesterday morning. We'll talk about those changes coming up.
The bill is passed.
Now on News4 today, COVID relief crossing a crucial congressional hurdle, but your increased stimulus check is still not guaranteed. What needs to happen to secure that money?
Distribution decisions. We're learning who in the district is next in line to get the COVID-19 vaccines, the new tool that could tell you where you fall in that lineup.
And it is the end of the Dwayne Haskins era here in D.C. Haskins was cut from the Washington football team. The advice head coach Ron Rivera had for the young quarterback.
News4 Today starts now.
Was there a Dwayne Haskins era? Was it?
Well, it was about two years.
Was it?
Kind of.
Just,
If you missed a few games, you missed the whole thing.
I was going to say, it was kind of a blip, it seems like that.
Oh, gosh, so much to say about that one. As we
Where's
say, good morning to you here at 4 a.m. I'm Jummy Olabanji.
And I'm Aaron Gilchrist. Thanks for waking up with us on this Tuesday, December 29th. I want to start with a quick look outside this morning. You can see a bit of a breeze here in our front yard in Tenleytown. Temperatures expected to take a little bit of a dip for our Tuesday. Lauryn Ricketts here to break down the forecast for us in these final days of 2020. Hey, Lauren.
Hey there, guys. Yeah, big story today are just going to be the winds. And a little breezy at times, nothing too crazy. Northwest winds 10 to 20 miles an hour. We'll see some higher gusts up to about 25 miles an hour. But all in all, not too bad. Temperatures pretty much staying put. I mean, we're going to be in the upper 30s to right around 40 today. I think we'll dip a little bit as we go towards sunrise, which is just about 7:30, give or take a couple minutes. But again, we are looking at those temperatures dipping a little bit, coming back up. But pretty much you can expect temperatures right around that 40-degree mark. What we're talking about, though, are the wind chills. Those are going to be in the 20s for the majority of the day. So temperatures will climb. Here's that little dip I was talking about. And then we'll start to see those temperatures come back up to right around 40 degrees. A few light snow showers out there right now. We got some upflow right now coming up through the area. And so we're seeing a few snow showers sneaking over the Blue Ridge Mountains. You may see a few in the eastern Panhandle, West Virginia, even towards Frederick County, Maryland. No accumulation, just a few flurries out there. Let's talk about the end of the week. We've got big changes from yesterday to this morning. Let's talk about your New Year's Day coming up, guys.
All right, Lauren, thank you.
It is 4:02 now. A live look this morning at the U.S. Capitol, where once again lawmakers will vote on more stimulus money for millions of Americans. Yesterday, the U.S. House narrowly agreed to increase those payments to $2,000 per person. That's more than 3 times the original amount. It's a move that came at the request of President Trump. But as that bill heads to the Senate now, his own party may block it.
I worry that this whopping $463 billion won't do what's needed, stimulate the economy, or get the jobless back to work.
Today, I am telling Donald Trump, don't just talk about it, act. These Senate Republicans have followed you through thick and thin. Get them now to act and support the $2,000 checks.
The bill also provides protection from evictions, new loans for struggling small businesses, and another $8 billion for vaccine distribution. The House also voted to override the presidential veto of a bill that funds the U.S. military. The Senate will vote to override that veto as well. Now, if the Senate does not pass the relief bill increase, here is what you need to know about who will get a stimulus check. Anyone making less than $75,000 a year will receive $600. You'll get an extra $600 for every child you have. If you make between $75,000 and $87,000 a year, you will get a reduced check. Anyone who makes more than $87,000 a year will not receive a payment.
4:03, and this morning we are getting a look at a blueprint of sorts for vaccinating in the district against the coronavirus. News4's Juliana Valencia joins us now with more on these updated plans. All right, Juliana, good morning.
Good morning, Jummy. Yeah, the district has rolled out its COVID-19 vaccine portal, which is meant to help people understand what happens next. And with the addition of more Moderna vaccines, more healthcare workers are now able to get that vaccine in the first group. Take a look. Those essential workers are now included in the first wave. That includes staff and residents at assisted living facilities. urgent care workers, pharmacy staff, and home health aides. The updated list can be found on the district's COVID-19 vaccine portal, which you see right here. It went live right last night. The site lists the order in which population groups will be vaccinated, and it's something the district's medical community has been waiting for. We spoke with a doctor who hopes that local officials consider that community clinics generally see patients from a population that's disproportionately affected by coronavirus.
We were dealing literally down to about 2 to 3 zip codes of where we had the largest number of patients that were positive for COVID. And because I have a background in public health, I would ask them, like, what do you do for work? What are what are your jobs? These were essential workers. A majority of them were grocery store cashiers.
She also hopes there will be coordination between local jurisdictions when it comes to the vaccine, because so many people, since they work in D.C. but live elsewhere, they want to have that accountability. Back to you.
All right, Juliana, thank you for that update. We know the progress is now being made on a new vaccine right here close to home in Montgomery County. Gaithersburg-based Novavax began phase 3 trials of its COVID vaccine yesterday. They are now the 5th company to launch this late-stage trial. Novavax says it will enroll up to 30,000 volunteers over the age of 18 for this trial. Novavax has done trials in South Africa, the UK, and the US. This upcoming phase will be here in the U.S. Novavax plans to test the vaccine specifically for people in harder-hit communities, namely Black, Hispanic, and Indigenous Americans.
4:05 now, and the battle to ban indoor dining in Anne Arundel County, Maryland, will continue this morning. A judge expected to decide whether the county executive's order banning indoor and outdoor dining was within his power. A lawsuit brought by restaurant owners claims the order lacks scientific evidence that restaurants are a significant source of COVID-19. Restaurants can continue to serve until a decision is made. They're allowed 25% capacity indoors and 50% capacity outdoors. Meanwhile, help is on the way for restaurants in the district that are struggling to stay afloat due to the city's ban on indoor dining. A bridge fund that includes $35 million has been set aside to help the district's food service industry. While the city stopped taking applications last night, qualified restaurants in wards 5, 7, and 8 have until January 4th to apply for assistance.
What we noticed is that there seems to be a lag in applications from wards 5, 7, and 8. So what we've done is we've actually extended the application for restaurants and businesses in those wards, but we do ask them to go ahead and get that application in as soon as possible.
Payments to restaurants that qualify could come as soon as the end of January.
4:07, and the Dwayne Haskins era in D.C. is over. Yes, it was an era, Aaron, even though it was a short one. The Washington football team releasing the quarterback yesterday afternoon. He was the team's first-round pick in 2019, and some thought this local kid could be the team's longtime franchise quarterback. But after 2 COVID protocol violations and a poor performance in this weekend's game, he was cut from the team. Head coach Ron Rivera hopes he learns from all of this.
But with Dwayne, it's, what have you learned? What are you going to take from these experiences that are going to help you grow and get better? That's the big thing with him. And, that's the thing I think that hopefully he learns from these experiences.
For Sunday's game, and it's a must-win game against Philly, Taylor Heineke will get the start if Alex Smith is still unable to play. And look, you hate to see anybody lose their job, right, no matter what the job is. But when you have the privilege of being a quarterback in the National Football League, no matter your age, you have to mature quickly and take that responsibility as a leader for your team. You're the face of a city.
And that's the thing. I mean, at that level, it's really, you really make a good point. But I think that applies to any sort of thing where you choose to be watched.
Yes.
You have to, it's a behavior change that has to happen.
It has to happen. So hopefully he matures from all this and another team picks him up and he can grow.
Hopefully.
Okay, now to the latest with the Caps and goaltender Henrik Lundqvist.
Yeah, after he announced he would miss the upcoming season, we're now learning he will have open heart surgery. Lundqvist tweeted yesterday that over the last 3 weeks, his focus has shifted from hockey to his health and what he can and can't do. The 5-time All-Star signed a 1-year deal with the Caps in October after spending his first 15 NHL seasons with the New York Rangers. Lundqvist also said in the tweet, quote, "We all have mountains to climb, staying positive here."
Wish him well.
Absolutely. Your time now is 4:09, and next on News 4 Today, embarrassed and demeaned.
A local photographer said he was just doing his job when the police were called on him. We'll show you the encounter and hear the major changes he says he wants to see made in local police departments.
Plus, relaxing with reptiles.
Oh, what?
The benefits of these snake massages.
What?
And how much you could get one for. This guy. Foolishness. Lauren.
I didn't realize my mic was open. I'm over here like, what is happening right there? All right, guys, current temperatures, what's happening outside? It's chilly. It's a little breezy. We're going to see some winds that are going to be gusting up to about 20, 25 miles an hour today. But that's going to put us in the wind chill factor of the 20s. So we'll hit a high of 42, which is not a far cry from where we are right now. Let's talk about the end of the week. Heading into 2021. That's coming up right after this.